Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Jonoy with Trading the Charts Pro, and guys, in this video we're going to be talking about multiple time frame analysis and how do I use multiple time frame analysis as a price action trader to find the ideal entries. Let's get the intro out of the way and let's dive deep, and I'm going to walk you through how you should be analyzing your chart using multiple time frame analysis of Alright guys, so when it comes to multiple time frame analysis, what do we actually mean? This is pretty much a process of where we take the largest time frame in terms of the chart. We will take like a weekly chart and we will break it down, finding the support, the resistance, and the long-term trend in the weekly chart, and then we would move down to the daily chart, identify the same, and move down to the 60-minute chart as well to identify the ideal entry into whatever stock we're looking at. So this is a method that I typically use both for day trading and swing trading, and today I'm gonna pull up two charts, Tesla and Nio, to walk you through the multiple time frame analysis. All right, so let's move on over to the chart. Typically when it comes to the 5-minute and the 3-minute, those are two time frames that I use for my day trading. So when it comes to day trading, I will analyze my chart from weekly down to daily, down to 60-minute, down to 5-minute, and then down to the 3-minute. I typically execute all my day trades on a 3-minute chart, and this is how I break it all the way down. But for the purpose of this video, which we're only analyzing the chart pertaining to swing trading, we're going to be looking at the weekly chart, the daily chart, the 60-minute chart, and then we're going to go the 4-hour chart as well, just as an additional pro tip for you guys. Okay, all right, so here we are guys, we're looking at Tesla, and based on multiple time frame analysis, if we like Tesla, what's the first thing that we would do applying the multiple time frame analysis technique? So first thing would go to the weekly chart. So here we are, weekly chart, Tesla. Boom, get my marker out. Let's see. Okay, so my marker is out. So first thing, when we come to the weekly chart of Tesla, what are we looking for? Well, first thing is we want to identify the high, and then we identify any support level or resistance level that may be present. All right, so right here, right now on Tesla chart, first thing we see is that the absolute resistance is around 883. That's the ideal level that I'll put my resistance level. Okay, so now we are gonna move on down to our daily chart. All right, so now here we are on a daily chart. So we're continuing to break it down. So we move from weekly down to daily, and now we're gonna do the same. We're gonna apply the same method we just applied over there. So now we come in, we identify the resistance level on the daily. You may be using a software where when you put in the weekly resistance and you flip down to a daily chart, that resistance level may still be there, that support level may also still be there. But if that is not the case, when you come to your daily chart, you just map out that very same resistance level. You identify this old level here, old resistance, and then we start to see some support around 500 here. So the absolute low right around March was $550. All right, so what we'll do here, or what I would do here, is come in and map a support level right there, or put a horizontal line right at that level. Right, so this has started to give us some direction and parameters as to where this chart can go. All right, so now the next thing to do is to see, okay, is this support level around 500 is gonna hold, right? We see that back here, that level was somewhat of a conjunction in the past. All right, so boom, looks good. support level here. We see when Tesla pulled down, boom, nice, it held closely in this level. Then we got a bouncy run up, and then price pull back. But this time, what do we have? So guys, as a trader, I want to tell you that there is not any one thing that's going to help you to see absolutely where price action is going. You have to use a multitude of technique. You have to understand charts. You have to understand additional principles. For example, when price pulled down here into the support, this was the low. Price run up, this was a small high from the low, right? And then price pull back here. This was a first higher low off the support level as well, and price bounced and it came back right into this resistance level right here. Now, as a technical trader, what are we seeing right around this level? Well, first, look at this, boom. This is what is called a W pattern. It's not the sexiest, but it is still there. And then when price run back up into this level, we start to see a bull flag, and then price break out and run up, and then here we are pulling back. And what do we have right here? So if I switch this around one more time, right, and start to map out everything, showing you how it's important to understand. So this was the low for Tesla back in March. It run up, we had a small high here, price pulled back to this level, we had a higher low, and this is based on Dow theory. This is how price action move. We came back to this level, we had a double top in the short term, double top, okay. Price pulled back, we built a bull flag right around here, and the bull flag break out to the upside. So now when we look at it, we still have a higher low right inside here, and that's why Tesla had bounced or break out of the bull flag and run up to this level. This was a trade that I took when we got up here, made this new high, you know, boom, I got out of the trade. Now we are right here, Tesla pulled back. What do we have right here again, guys? So we have another higher low. Also, we have a situation where this old resistance level has now started to make a support. So what do you think is going to be the next move right here? This is what I'm looking at to see the next move. All right, so let's continue with our multiple time frame analysis. So now we're going to come down to the 4-hour chart, looking at Tesla just the same, and then we're going to switch back over and look at our 60-minute chart. All right, so this is the very same chart. It's very same Tesla. Guys, look, we can see that, boom, right around this level, March lows, right, was a old support level somewhere way back over here. This was like in December. Tesla touched this very same level, right? And you know what happened? Price bounce, pull back, and this was the W pattern that I was talking about, right? So we see, if you were looking or analyzing your chart using the multiple time frame analysis or your 4-hour time frame as well, you would have been able to see the W pattern a lot clearer on your 4-hour time frame, right? In conjunction with your daily chart, you would have known that, hey, 600 was a place to buy Tesla, guaranteed. All right, and when Tesla had run back into this level, you would have known, okay, it's time to take profit. Why? Because when Tesla was coming down, you know, inside this level, we see that we had a resistance level here. Then price break down. Okay, now price comes back up, it gets to that level, it sells off, right, and it pulls back down. Now the W is formed, and what is a W? A W is simply price hitting a support twice. Double bottom is the typical term for a W, and then from there we see price comes back up and hit into that resistance short term. That was a place to take profit if you are a price action trader, right? Take profit, price pull back, built a bull flag at the EMAs and then we got the bounce right out of the bull flag. That was the day to get in. Tesla run higher. Where did it come? It came to the lows, right? The lows of around January, February. So right inside this area here, you can see that this level was a support level. It also hit that level in February. So January and February, this low right here is an issue. So now after Tesla break out of the bull flag right around this level, price run up and it hit into the lows. Come on, man. Once it gets to the lows, we take profit. And now, all right, what happened? So let's clean it up and start looking at it again. So this was the low, right? Price run up, double top, but still a high. Pull back, we got a higher low here. And now price runs up into these lows right here. But this low, this is still a new high. Now price pull back down. This is a higher low. And this, you know, higher high, higher low. This method is just called Dow theory. Dow theory is just the principles that identify what direction is the trend or the price action moving in. All right. So we're using Dow theory in conjunction with identifying our support and resistance and identifying the pattern. And we're using our multiple time frame analysis as well to navigate and know where price action is going to go. All right, so when we look at this right here right now, we know 100% based on this higher low right here on Tesla, if Tesla is able to bounce and break back above these old lows from January and February, then that will open the door for Tesla to come back and test or retest the 893 highs from January as well. All right, so now we're going to continue with our multiple time frame analysis, and we're going to go back to the hourly chart. All right, so when we look at the hourly chart, same stock, right? Same stock, very same stock. Tesla just the same. We can see, guys, November, after we bounce here, boom, we run up, pull back to this level, right? In December, this is the level we talked about, and from there we bounced. And look, when Tesla sold off, we came back down in March, and we had a double bottom at this level right here. That's also the level we spoke about on the 4-hour time frame. So you can see from here, this you could have caught the first time when Tesla actually bounced on the 4-hour time frame. So using the 60-minute chart, you could have caught this bounce on the first side because you were using the 60-minute chart as a guide to see where is the actual support level, and you would have seen that boom, the support level is right here from December. Okay, so this is how you use your multiple time frame analysis to help guide you into where the price action is going to go. Now when we look at everything, we're still using our multiple time frame analysis. We see, you know, this is a conjunction level, somewhat of old resistance in here. Well, Tesla broke out of the resistance and now it pulls back down into that level, and that level is holding somewhat of a support right now. So as long as this level continues to hold as a support, I'm looking for price action to bounce up out of here and continue moving back to the upside. All right, so yeah, this is how you use it. So now we're gonna pull up another ticker and we're gonna take it from the top again, just like we did with Tesla. Okay, so this is Nio EV stock, just the same. All right, so we come in, pull up our chart using multiple time frame analysis. I remember when we're doing multiple time frame analysis, we're starting from the weekly chart to the daily chart, technically to your 4-hour chart right here, and then your 60-minute chart over here as a swing trader. Okay, if you're a day trader, you want to go weekly, daily, 60-minute, and then 5 and then 3-minute. That's what I use. You can customize it to your specific preference that you understand. All right, so let's get back to the chart. So now right here, Nio, we're starting from the weekly. We've identified the absolute resistance, which is around 64.25 in that zone. Now we see Nio pull back down, and if you understand pattern, technically this is setting up like a bear flag. Okay, we haven't broke the lows as yet, so it has not confirmed that, hey, it's going to be 100% a bear flag. Now if we break the lows, break below 32, then we are looking for this thing to probably confirm that bear flag and move to the downside. All right, but looking at this on the weekly chart, we're seeing clearly where this level is holding as somewhat of a support on Nio. Okay, so now we move down to the daily chart. All right, and we're going to continue using our multiple time frame analysis to see what is going on. Again, we identify the 64 level as resistance on our daily chart. We see, this level as somewhat of a old resistance. It has the probability to become support if price ever comes back to this level on this side over here. Okay, so now when we look at everything that Nio is doing on the daily chart, what can we learn? Right, Nio pulled down almost to the 200 SMA. You see how we started bringing some indicators now, and we see Nio bounce, run up, pull back. Right here we thought this was a double bottom, but it run up, and what happened? So let's change the colors and start working this thing. So this is the low, price run up, we had a small high, right? Then price pull back down, and we pretty much have the same low. All right, price run back up, but look what we start to see. We see a lower high, price come back down, same low, right? And he tries to run up, we kind of have a lower high. So right now what we have is, this is pretty much called a descending triangle pattern. This is typically a bearish pattern, okay? But if we can somehow get Nio to bounce off the 200 and break out of this descending triangular pattern, then we can anticipate a move back to the upside, coming back into this 64 level. Okay, if we break the support of the descending triangular pattern, then look for Nio to come back down here to the 22s. I'm not biased to the downside yet because it hasn't broke the 200 SMA, but if it does, then this is going to be a short play down to 22. All right, so continuing with our multiple time frame analysis, we are going to switch on over to our 4-hour chart. Okay, all right, so what are we seeing on the 4-hour time frame? Same thing, we come in, we identify the resistance zone, and then we identify the support. We see clearly that we are holding this low, and on this 4-hour time frame we can see that descending triangular pattern even more closer. Okay, so as long as we don't break the 3449 level, then we can try or wait to see if we get a breakout of this downtrending resistance, and then if that happens, this is going to be a failed descending triangle pattern. So what happened is the pattern did not break to the downside and continue to the downside as it should, but instead we get a breakout and this pattern continues to move higher. Okay, so guys, man, this was a packed video. I'm not gonna go down to the hourly chart on Nio because you get the concept from what we did with Tesla. I just hope that you found some value in the way that I approach breaking down my charts to find the ideal entry using the triple screen system, or using the multiple time frame analysis system. Okay, so if you did find some value, give me that thumbs up, and I look forward to see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.